Hi there, this is Tad Hargrave. Welcome back. We're at the next episode of the YouTube Radical Business Marketing Coaching series for green, conscious, holistic, or otherwise progressive and cool businesses. So we were talking about word of mouth, and specifically an example where there was an organization, nonprofit, that works with restaurants, helping them to become green. And they'd given me this dollar bill size coupon, or not coupon, but promo piece to leave, to spread the word about their business, but I wasn't, because of the way, the tone it had that made it feel like a slap on the back of the wrist. The first thing that they could have done is change the tone to make it really seem like, hey, we're on your side. You're struggling, it's so hard as a restaurant, you probably work your ass off, and you don't get half the recognition. This is a life-consuming thing, and we can take some of that pain away. We can make this easier for you, make your business more profitable, get you even more business. If it had that kind of a tone, I would have actually been excited. Because now, instead of being the guy who left something that was sort of a diss, now I've left something that was a gift. And that the restaurateur is probably going to say, hey, this is really interesting. How do you know these people? Why? Tell me more about this. They may actually want to engage me. Second thing he could have done is told me what the hell to say when I leave it's not normal to leave this kind of stuff with the bill. It's like, when's the last time you left a promo piece with the bill? You've never done it. So it's a weird thing. And I was like, I didn't want to be that, like, why am I leaving this? I didn't want to be some weird, creepy guy. So if he'd said, here's what you say to the server. And maybe it's just something simple like, hey, I'm leaving this with the bill. Can you make sure the manager gets this? I think it's something he or she will really be interested in. Simple. But it's funny that I'm a smart guy, but I didn't think to say that. So we have to really think this through of how can they give it in a way that's going to feel comfortable and good, sometimes even giving them some simple wording that they can use. The other thing he could have done, and this would have guaranteed I would have remembered it from the beginning, is he could have said, when we get a restaurant on board, we make a bit of money with it. And what I'd like to do is, if you would give us, first of all, there's a space on the back where you can write your name. So would you please write your name on those bills, print it neatly. And if a restaurant contacts us and ends up working with us, we'd like to give $100 to a charity of your choice. And what's the charity you would like? Well, I have one. It's called Native Movement, nativemovement.org in Flagstaff, Arizona. I would love to give them a bunch of money. I'd love them to get $100 every single time. And notice that that's not a bribe. It's not money to me. It's money to some friends of mine. So it's like, by giving this gift to the restaurant owner, I might also potentially be giving this gift to some friends, and now I look good, don't I? I look like the hero. I look like, hey, I'm the one who's helping this restaurateur out. I'm the one who's being their advocate, giving them a resource that's useful, and I'm the one who's getting money to this nonprofit organization. And they'd be very smart if it wasn't, here's $100 from the greening association, for restaurants. But if they said, this is $100 from your friend Tad Hargrave, that would have been much more powerful and would have made me look like the hero. So that's an example of what they could have done. Another example, in Eugene, Oregon, there's a place called the Tamarack Center. Great place. They do yoga. It's kind of a yoga studio, health center. They also have a swimming pool. It used to be the chlorine swimming pool, but now it's this saltwater, room 92 degree Fahrenheit pool, which apparently is very therapeutic. And those were the two things they were trying to promote. And it's funny, they came up with this without me, and I really love the example, though. So they're thinking about who is it that would need a yoga class or a swim in a pool? Well, sick people who are kind of have some issues, but who are also open to progressive, conscious things, not just mainstream, but alternative ways of dealing with their health issues. Who are the hubs for those people? That's a pretty clear target, but who are the hubs? Well, the hubs are going to be holistic practitioners as one of them. So they did something really, really smart in terms of the materials and the whole framing and setting up of it. They gave these practitioners a little, I don't know if you've ever seen like a prescription pad, tearaway sheets, and there was a space where they could write the name of the patient and a box to check for a free swim in the pool and a box to check for a free yoga class, and they could sign their name and put their email on it as the practitioner. So they'd be talking to a client, they'd say, oh, they're so stressed out, they should really go for a swim in this pool. But instead of just saying, hey, go swim in this pool, now they have a gift they can give them. They can look really kind of connected and like the hero is a practitioner who's like, hey, I've got the hookup on this free stuff, check it out. And they can write this. Now this person takes this prescription pad piece and they go to the Tamarack Center and they say, hey, I was just seeing John Smith, this practitioner, and he said I should bring this for a free swim. Is that right? Oh yeah, that's so wonderful. Thank you so much. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, you get a free swim. And have you been here before? Is this your first time? Well, let's give you a quick little tour. Take them on a 2-3 minute tour, show them the place, tell them a bit of the story, help to establish the value beyond what's immediately apparent. And then they come back and say, so yeah, you get a free swim in the pool or a free yoga class. And because you were referred by John Smith, who's a friend of ours, you actually there's a special deal there's no pressure to take advantage of it, but it's in this envelope and it's basically a package of swims or yoga classes at a pretty big discount. It's a really big deal and you're only getting it because you're his friend. And if you'd like, you can sign up before you leave. But here's the information on it. Check it out. We hope you enjoy your swim. But it doesn't end there. As soon as that person goes off to swim, they send John Smith a little email again saying, thank you so much. This person came in. We know you had referred them, and it just means so much to us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful day. Quick. They also, on a little Excel spreadsheet, or wherever you're going to track it, they write down John Smith and the name of the person they referred, and they keep track of how many people John Smith has referred. So not only do they say thank you on an ongoing basis, but maybe after 3 or 5 or 7 or whatever the number is, they send a gift saying thank you so much. Here's a gift, and something that's really nice. You got to think about how much money are you making, not just from the first time that people come to the swimming pool, but how often on average are they going to keep coming back, and how much money is that? Now, if it was $10 per swim, and let's say half of those people came back, 10 times a year, well, that's going to be $100 a year. If they come back for 3 years, that's $300. Well, if half the people who come are going to keep coming back, that's $150. You can send them a gift that's worth $25, $50. That math was pretty quick. I don't know if that made sense. The point is, take care of them. So again, here's the prescription pad. They rip it off. They give it to the person. They come to the Tamarack Center, give it. They get a little tour, build the relationship a little bit. They get a special offer to take the next steps. Marketing is multiple steps. Relationship buildings are multiple steps. They've laid out those steps. Here's a special offer. Take the next step. And then they get to go to they go for the swim. And while they're doing that, they're sending a little thank you note to that person or a quick little call and keeping track of where all their referrals are coming from. And they'll start noticing, because they're keeping track, who's referring the most. And what they could do to make it even more powerful is host a party for these holistic practitioners. Bring them together, keep reminding them they have these prescription pads. So that's it for word of mouth. I hope this was useful. The last thing we're going to talk about is becoming a super hub. It's good to find hubs, but how do you be a hub? So we're going to talk about that next. Again, at the end of this, there's a link you can check out or a website you can go to get a free PDF download. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.